You ready? Hopefully this is good. Hopefully this comes out good. I feel like we should turn it this way. Because I'm like, I can't.
Let's ask the audience.
Okay, should I just like introduce myself?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm so glad it's like with you and not with like by myself.
You're just silent. You're like,
hey guys. Okay. All right. Hi guys. I'm Camila and this is my podcast called Come to the Couch. This is like very not nerve-wracking for me, but I did a podcast like my freshman year of college, senior year of high school, I think. Didn't go anywhere, did one episode. So this is like my redemption arc because I love podcasting and I love talking to people. Mm-hmm. This is why I created it. Also, that's why you're probably wondering, why is she even doing a podcast? Like, there's no reason why we need another dumb podcast.
Okay, it's not dumb.
In the world. But it's because I feel like, well, first of all, I'm not an influencer. Don't have millions of followers. Don't have like a large following. My friends follow me. That's pretty much it. But I am doing this because I feel like I wish I had someone that was like me, not an influencer, like someone that was like in their 20s, like talking about their lives. And guys, right now my life, I don't even know what's going on. Hey. I don't know what's going on, and I feel like I needed to do this for the girls and the guys and for anyone who kind of like needs someone relatable. And I hate to use that term because I don't want to sound like every other person who like says that, but I feel like I needed to create this so that people like who are in college right now, graduating seniors or like juniors, who feel like they don't know what they're going to do with themselves. Because guys, I've been like crying myself for the past like month or so, worrying about everything. And like I said, I wish I had someone who spoke about this, who I could like relate to. Because every other influencer that I follow like doesn't like get it, I guess. Like some of them go to school and go to college and shout out you, but it's like I can't relate to the famous ones who don't have like a small following. Like there's like no way I can relate to you in the way that I like view the world as like stressed out. Like I'm 22, don't have a job lined up, and I'm just trying to figure it out like every other 22-year-old who's like finishing up school.
Yeah.
But I also created this because I love to talk to people. Kaitlyn knows I'm a yapper. We're going to introduce her right now too. And I thought about, I was like, what's one thing that I like know how to do like really well, and that's talk to people.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a fashion media student, which we'll talk about in this episode or a next one. Mm-hmm. So I love to talk to people, and it's not something that started like in college. It's like I've been doing it my whole life. Like I'll just yap it up.
Everyone loves you.
Well,
which when we talk about the museum and how we met,
oh my
everyone loves
yes.
you.
So I'm doing this first episode with a guest, my first ever guest, Miss Kaitlyn Lee. Kaitlyn Pauline Lee, actually.
Government name.
You gotta use the government name. She doesn't know my middle name, guys.
I thought you didn't have one.
I do.
I don't know it.
I told you, it's Mia.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah. But Kaitlyn is a senior in college.
Yep.
She goes to U of H.
Yep.
Marketing student.
Yep.
Marketing baddie. Has her own radio show at the University of Houston. Currents Radio. Make sure to listen to it every Monday?
Thursday.
Every Thursday. Sorry, it's because last semester was on Mondays.
Now it's on Thursdays.
Hard worker, smart girl, super good on Adobe, like super good on that Photoshop, like really, really good. And one of my best friends, like we met this past summer.
Yeah.
And if I feel like I grew up with her.
It'll be like a year in like a couple of months.
Yeah. And I feel like I've known you forever.
I know, it doesn't feel like a year. It feels like 10, but also feels like 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I feel like whenever we'll talk about our friendship, but the way that I would love to describe Kaitlyn and I's friendship, and I don't know if like you feel like this, I just feel like a little kid. Like I told her, I was like, I wish we were friends when we were little. Like I wish like we grew up together and like had been friends for like ever. But we literally just met over the summer at work. But Talk about yourself. Introduce yourself. What do you want to say while I drink my water?
I mean, all the things you said introduced me fairly well, I feel. I feel like I'm very emotional. I feel like I'm pretty self-aware about certain things. I feel like I'm really introspective. I'm also Chinese American, and so I feel like that kind of shapes the way that I kind of view the world and stuff, just because of my cultural identity with like the diaspora of like being Chinese and also American. So I feel like I'm
Someone's about
really.
to walk in here.
Oh,
What?
hey.
Okay. All right, close both of my doors. That one and my restroom one got interrupted by my sister. Because guys, this is being filmed in my room. This ain't a studio. don't got the budget for that right now. So we're in my room.
Because it is the couch.
It's that's why I call this my show. Come to the couch, because I love couches.
You do?
I love being on a couch. Like,
Yeah.
besides my bed, this couch has history. I'll probably talk about it later too. But I feel like this couch is like, whenever my friends come, they'll sit on it, put their stuff on it. I'll sit on it. It's just like my favorite thing in the world, and I hope I have it until like I'm old and gray, because it's my favorite thing ever.
It has to move with you to New York.
Yeah, we'll talk about that too. But I like grew up being on the couch, like downstairs watching movies or TV shows with my family.
Yeah.
And also like taking the best naps on the couch was something that I grew up with.
Oh.
I feel like that's why I also like love that's why I love being on a couch, named it this way. And whenever my family and I had like get-togethers or anything, the conversations would always lead back to the couch. Like, we would always like sit around a couch and chairs and just like talk about whatever was going on.
Cute.
But they won't hear that at these mics. What were you saying before I interrupted
but yeah, I
you?
think the way, like, I think whenever I think about how like to describe myself, I like to put in my cultural identity, because I do feel like it shapes the way I view the world and like people. But yeah, and I'm excited that I'm your first guest on your first episode.
Yeah.
And I just love you so much.
You guys, like, I love her too. Like, I have the best relationships with my friends. Like, I feel like I've never loved the realest love I've ever had is with my friends. Besides my family, is with my friends. And I feel like no one comes first, like no one comes before them, like besides my family, obviously. But like a man, like you're really gonna have to get up there with them. Like, if I really like you, damn, like you're gonna have a lot of girls to compete with, because I have a solid group of friends that I've like, my closest friends have been from like middle school, high school, college, and like my work friends, like you and Isabella and Nat, and like, yeah. Well, hold on, I want to make sure that this is actually recording and this is good. Sorry. Okay, perfect, we're good. We're gonna get into how
we met. Wait, can I tell you my good news?
Oh yeah, okay, good news.
Yay.
Okay,
context. Last semester, I applied for this marketing internship for this marketing firm in California. But because they wanted about 30 to 35 hours a week, I was like, I'm still in school and I won't graduate until May. So then they were like, oh, like, reach back out to us after graduation. And so because I'm graduating in like 2 months, I was like, oh, like, I'll reach back out. So I reached back out, and I thought he would low-key ghost me, because the thing is, like, for this internship, it was kind of word of mouth-ish. It was like on a creative, like, it wasn't like on LinkedIn or like Indeed or something. So I had to like actually email him, and so we were talking for a while. And so I was like, what if he just like never responds? But I just like, I sent him a message again, and I was like, hey, don't know if you remember me. Hope your holidays were good. Hope the new year is great. I was wondering if you have any open positions as I'm approaching graduation, whatever, okay? So he got back to me, and we were going back and forth, and he was like, oh, like, how many hours can you do, all that kind of stuff. And I was like, oh, like, I'm looking for anything 30 to 35 or anything full time. And so then he put me in contact with this girl named, oh, I shouldn't say her name, but he put me in this contact with a girl that works there, and she's like their senior account executive, I think. And so now I have an interview, and I feel really good about it. Yeah! And that's my good news. And yeah, I feel really good about it, and yeah, and I think I'm gonna get it. So
You are gonna get it.
thank
Fuck,
you.
bro, like we're gonna be on opposite sides of the fucking
world.
coast.
I know.
Oh my gosh.
But I wanted to tell you that.
That's
And
so
so now we have your
exciting.
reaction.
Oh my god, I'm like,
Yeah, I literally have my interview next week. So like when I'm like in
that's
Austin, I'm
crazy.
like gonna be on that laptop, like, hey.
Yeah. So then you would move over there.
Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I know. I know.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so I'd have to figure out
housing and everything and
because I don't think that they're gonna give me housing assistance, but
no. Yeah.
the but I'm like you with your like grad school, like I'm willing to make it work, and
Oh, she spilled the beans.
I'm just like willing to make it work, and I think I can make it work.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
and they seem like really accommodating, because the fact that they even wanted me to like do it after graduation, the fact that I also don't think that they even had open positions.
They made one for you because you're that worth it.
Yeah, because he like didn't get back to me for a while, and then I was like, oh my god, he like forgot about it, like he just and that's okay because they're busy, but yeah, so he like joined company.
That's fun. That's really cool.
Yay.
I'm not trying to cry.
No, because I don't want to think about it too much, because then I'm like, oh my god, I just like say bye to people.
Yeah.
And like all of that. But I'll cross that bridge when I get there.
Yeah. But that's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, now I need to get my shit together because I've been like,
Stop.
we'll talk about our mental health in a couple of minutes. But this is how we met, you guys.
Yes.
So for preface, I'm not gonna say where.
Yes.
Because I don't want to get in trouble. But I've been working at this place for like a year and a half now, technically, like if you count up the months. A year and a half, and this past summer Kaitlyn showed up. Dun dun dun.
Yep.
I walked in to like our office area, whatever you want to call it, to our box. Let's just call it the box.
The box.
I walked in the box, and I remember seeing her, but I thought she was like, she looked younger than she appeared. I was like, high schooler, 18. We got nothing in common. Like, she's a baby. Like, she's, you know. And then I had sat down with our friend Isabella, because Isabella and I had worked there together already. And it was Kaitlyn's like first like week or two on the job. And then after a while, like, we finally sat down together because she got done training. And we just started talking. And I realized, I was like, oh shit, she's my age. She's in college. And we kind of have the same similarities.
Yeah.
And we just like started talking. But obviously that's my point of view. Kaitlyn's gonna talk about hers.
A different point of view. So the first time I saw Camilla, we were in like this, like our break room, and
Really?
yes,
Was it in the morning or the afternoon?
in the morning, and I was there with like my book, and I like because the people that I trained with, they had like different like a work schedule than me, so I didn't know anyone. And I remember I saw Camilla and Isabella, who I now know and am friends with, but I saw them and they were like talking, and I was like, and I felt lonely. I was like, fuck, oh my god, I like don't know when here, oh my god. And I'm like, oh my god. And then we finally go like up to the box thing or whatever, and we have to like before everyone sits down, we kind of have to like stand in like a line to like get like all the stuff that we like need for the day or whatever. And so we're like standing, and I hear Camilla like ask Isabella like, oh, like where are you sitting? And then I was like, fuck, like she's gonna be bitchy, like she's like not gonna want to talk to anyone else, like they're just gonna talk to each other, like. And I was like, oh, okay. So then I kept a note of it. I was like, okay, she's not gonna want, like.
You kept a note?
Yeah, so I was like, okay, like they're like friends, so they're probably always gonna like want to sit next to each other, and so I'm gonna just how the cookie crumbles. And then one day, we did sit next to each other, and I remembered you from that moment, and I was like, I know
There's
her.
the bitch.
I know her. And then, but yeah, then Camilla kept like asking me like a bunch of questions. But the thing was, is like, Camilla had like a bunch of like people that she had to talk to. So I was like we would like be talking, and then someone would like ask her a question or whatever, and I'd be like, and she would just be like, "Ugh." And I just felt like we would
like customers or like
customers,
oh,
like the people being like line and whatever. And I was like, I just remember like we were trying to like talk, and then every time it would kind of like we would like start talking and like it would go somewhere, then like people would come up to you, not even to me, to you, and then we'd just be like, 1 second, and then I would go back to reading and you would go back to helping them, and yeah, I remember I was really surprised about your major.
Fashion media.
I was like, oh my god, that's a major. I didn't know that.
It's the only major like in Texas.
Oof.
Like I think TCU has fashion merchandising, but SMU, pony up. We're like the only ones that have like fashion media as a major, because other places have it like as a minor. Yeah.
Yeah, I think U of H has a minor. I think.
Yep.
But yeah, and that's how we met.
Yeah.
And then I think that was the day that we exchanged Instagrams, right?
Oh, this was the thing. You guys, I am a stalker. When I met her, when we started talking, I think it was like maybe 2 or 3 weeks, and then we got each other's Instagrams because I looked at hers. I had like found her, and she was on public, and I was like, oh, this girl is like really cool. And at the time, you know what I'm gonna bring up. At the time, there was someone that I don't even know. I liked him, but I was like, this is the type of girl he would go for. And I was just like, fuck, because she's so cool. But obviously, like, none of us, thank God, that didn't happen. Well, okay, don't high five me.
Oh.
that didn't happen. Because she was like, I thought he was old as fuck.
I thought he was like 35. So he's our age. I was like, oh.
No, but I was just like, she's like really cool. Like, she has her tattoos, film. Like, she's who I want to be. Like, her Instagram is like awesome. Like, it's just so cute. And then we started following each other, and we got each other's numbers. And why did we hang out the first time? We went out to eat sushi.
Because we talked about that, because I love sushi, and Camilla didn't really fuck with sushi like that. So I was like, no, like, you haven't been to good places. Yeah. And so then I took her to Handy's, which is like one of my favorite places.
It's like where, like, Midtown?
Yeah.
Like Midtown. Oh, we're also from Houston.
Hey,
we're Houston
baddies.
Hey. We went to Handy's.
And we were still hungry.
Yeah, we were still hungry.
Because you're not going to get full off of sushi.
No.
At nice places, so.
And it's like a little bit pricey.
Yeah.
But we were balling back then. We were making that money, that commission
that commission check, yeah.
But yeah, we just like became friends. And I feel like there's like something about Kaitlyn that like made me so comfortable to open up to her about so many things that I feel like I hadn't done in a while, like to anyone. Because I there's like no judgment between her and I. Like it's never felt that way. We're like super vulnerable with each other, which it's so nice to have that in a friend. And I feel like that's why we also became really, really close, because like we would talk about anything and everything.
Yeah.
And, you know, shit was getting good at work. Like, we would be talking and I'd be like, whoa, like, this just happened? Like, this just fucking happened?
Yeah.
And then I left for school. I left back to Dallas, and she stayed at work. Like, a month and a half later, she, like, stopped. She, like, quit, basically.
I got an internship that I hated.
Yep.
So, yeah, I, like, left.
Yeah, but we kept talking the whole time, and she came up to visit me for Halloween weekend, right? No. She came to visit me, like...
Just, like, on a random weekend. I think it was, like, the beginning of October.
Yeah, for, like, a football game.
Yep.
And...
my first and only football game.
Yep. And,
college football game, yeah.
But we, like, talk almost, like, every day. If not every other day.
Yeah.
About the most randomest things. And it's never, like, a text. It's always a
voice memo. Yeah.
Because I can't type. I mean, I can. I just choose not to, because I know that, like, I want to say so much, and through, like, text, I'll just get irritated.
Yeah.
But I've, like, hung out with you so much recently.
Yeah.
And it's not, like, a bad thing.
No.
But it's, like, awesome being back home right now. And just, like, seeing Kaitlyn and seeing all of my other friends and, like, not being at school. But whenever I see her location and she's at U of H, I'm like, oh, hell no. Hell no.
Oh my god, and also with the Instagram thing, I remember, like, something we had talked about was, like, that, because Camilla worked at her school newspaper, and you, like, wrote stuff. And you have, like, I don't know, an article? Yeah, like an article. And it was, like, a profile. And I remember like I think either you sent me the link or I found the link. But okay, yeah, I think you sent me the link. And because we were talking about that, and I read it, and I was actually like, oh my god, thank God it's like good. Because there's been times people like send me stuff, and I'm like, this writing is like low key chopped. Like this is not good. But it was actually really good, and I was like, oh my gosh, thank God
Yeah.
that I don't have to lie right now. But I was
Yeah.
like really impressed, and I was like, oh my gosh,
Thank you.
yeah,
I was very like self-conscious,
cautious,
cautious
conscience, conscience.
about my writing since like fourth grade. Cause dude, I couldn't spell you like Y-O-U. I would always spell it Y-U-O. Like I was like, there's no way my writing's like good. Like I always thought it was like so like ugh. And then maybe it was because I went to community college before I transferred to SMU, and my English teacher at my community college was like, "Hey, can you be like my TA?" And in my head, I was like, "Fuck no!" Like I'm not, because I felt like I could barely like do it for myself. Like I can't help other people because like I'm just not a teacher. I can't teach like especially like English, anything related. So didn't TA, but I was like, okay, like I'm a decent writer. I loved math. Was never the best at it, but I enjoyed it a lot. Um, and then when I transferred to SMU and I was like finding out more about the fashion media program, actually before I even accepted, I what did I even do? I looked at like the fashion media program page and journalism because our fashion media falls under journalism, and I literally was like, there's no way I'm taking this. There's no way I'm doing this. I felt so intimidated by all of the classes. It looked so scary and so like hard. I was like, they're not gonna think I'm a good writer. It like sucks. And then my first year wasn't too bad, but I will say like during the spring semester of my first year, I had this one teacher who taught news reporting, and I just didn't enjoy the class. I feel like I almost like quit because of her, because the way she wanted us to write was almost like how she was writing, and I wasn't fucking with it. Like no
Yeah.
offense, like I wasn't rocking with it. But then the following year, I hadn't joined the newspaper yet, but that spring that I also took news reporting, I took audio and video production. And that's when I fell in love with like video editing, audio editing, podcasting. It was so much fun. Um, my professor was really, really good. Professor Jax, shout out you if you ever see this one day. Um, and that class, like, it became kind of like real to me in that moment that I could like pursue something in like media or writing, and because of her I feel like that's why I stuck with the program. Also, I had an amazing teacher who taught us about like ethics and convergent media. His class is what like pushed me to put photography as a minor, and it was awesome. It was awesome. But I joined the student newspaper spring of 2025, and I wrote maybe like 4 or 5 articles, and then I had one. I don't want to toot my own horn, but for at SMU we have articles published like every single week on the student paper that go up on our website. But we only have one spring print issue, like an actual like paper copy. And when we were coming up with ideas for our spring one, I think my idea was the one that was like picked, or I think, and my story was gonna be the cover story, but it didn't end up being the cover story because like the photo just like didn't look how they wanted it to. Um, but I was very proud of that story. I talked about like this girl and her parents who are immigrants, and I think that's the one that you read.
Yeah.
And it took a lot in me to write that story. I remember crying when I turned it in because I was so stressed out. But a lot of people really, really liked it, and it made me feel really, it made me feel like really, really good. But I also wrote another one. SMU has a feminist org called SMU Fem, and I went to one of their like talks that they had, and I wrote an article about that one. And I think that was my favorite one that I've ever written. I really, really enjoyed that. And then also last spring, oh no, this past fall, I wrote another one for the fall print issue about like my experience and like finding my home within SMU, because at university, and Kaitlyn can attest to this because she saw it, it can be a lot.
Yeah.
It can be a lot, especially for people of color.
Mm-hmm. It's PWI.
It's a big, big old PWI.
Yeah.
With a lot of money. With a lot of money. But I think I also like realize not to judge people with money, because some of them are really, really cool, but obviously like some people can be like a little bit snotty-ish. Not everyone though. But yeah, and I loved SMU.
Yeah.
I miss it every single day. Whenever I see my friends post about it,
Yeah.
I'm like, I wish I was there. I feel like when you leave next year and you see
Yeah.
Ethan posting about like U of H or something,
No.
Ethan's our friend.
No, I'm not.
Just like a little bit. There's something about college, especially like a college that you like. Oh, so I don't think you like U of H that much, but I love SMU.
I think because U of H is a commuter school. SMU is not a commuter school.
unless you're from Dallas and you live around
Yeah.
the area, then you commute.
But I feel like majority, because you were telling me that SMU has a lot of international students too. So I feel like SMU is kind of like more of a college town than U of H. So
I feel like it reminds me of Rice,
yeah, I see that.
because the school itself, it's in Highland Park, and it's like really, really close to the city, like
Yeah.
Rice, like over here. So it doesn't feel like a college town. I feel like
Yeah.
college towns, like for me in my head, are like smaller,
Yeah.
but this one's like built in the city. So it's like once you leave campus, like you're in Dallas basically.
Yeah.
And once you turn on like what is it, like Lover's Lane or like Bush Avenue, or I forgot what it's called. No, Mockingbird, like on Mockingbird, that's when you're like around SMU territory.
Yeah.
But I feel like when you're here in Houston, you go around like Rice and Rice Village, it's so riced out, like decked out
Yeah.
in rice.
Yeah.
That's like the same feeling at SMU. But
Yeah.
obviously, like when you're a student there, like when you're like coming from a different city,
Yeah.
it feels like
I do
Yeah.
think that I feel like SMU also has more like traditions and things that you like would miss. U of H is not super
yeah.
tradition oriented, so like there's nothing I'd be like, wow, like that tailgate, like, you know what I mean? But I think the only thing sometimes I get is like FSA,
Yeah.
that org that I was in for a long time. I feel like even right now because of Goodfill, like I still sometimes I'm kind of like, oh my god, like right now I would be like there getting ready to compete and stuff.
Yeah.
But also the like, no hate to anyone that is an FSA because I get it, but it just was a lot more stressful than I wanted it to be, and I think it should be. And so I think, I don't know, maybe it's how you feel about like missing SMU is how I feel about like missing FSA, because it's like I sometimes will miss it and be like, oh my god, that does seem really fun, but also like I'm like, if I was there, I'd be like, guys, I'm I can't do this, I don't want to do this is stressful, like I'm 21, like why am I having gray hairs, like, you know what I mean, like it's just like, no. So I don't think I'll feel that way about my college.
Yeah, I mean, I just went in February to go visit my friends for Valentine's Day, and I called you, right? I called you, it was like Friday, where I sent her a voice memo, and I was like, yo, I feel old as fuck.
Oh my
like,
god, yeah.
I was walking around campus.
And like, you're not even old either. Like,
I'm 22.
That's
I'm about to be
not
23.
old. That's not old. That's so young.
But I was walking around campus because my friends, obviously, like, they're still in school. They're graduating in May. Like us, hey. And I was, like, walking around, and I was like, oh, fuck. I actually got anxiety, guys, because, and I told Kaitlyn, I was like, I feel like I'm about to go to my dorm, and I'm getting, like, depressed.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, I don't like this. Like, I don't like this at all.
Yeah.
Because I had a different roommate this semester, and I liked her. She was really, really cool. But last year, I roomed with Journey, who became one of my best friends. And if Journey and I had, like, stayed roommates this semester,
I think you would have had.
I would have, like, I would have been fine. I probably could have stayed for, like, another semester. But also, like, some stuff happened. You know what happened. And I was like, I need to get out of here. But no, like, like how Kaitlyn was saying, SMU's traditions are, I feel like we have a lot, but not that many. The one that's coming up though, our we throw a birthday party for our
The mascot?
for our mascot for Karuna. We celebrate his birthday every single year. The first year I was there was Peruna Palooza themed, and it was like carnival, and
Yeah.
they decked the fuck
Yeah.
out for this pony, and he's out there being bad as fuck, hitting his handlers like with his head. I feel like she would have loved it. I told her, I was
Probably.
like, it's ridiculous because they have like this like whole thing like balloons. I say happy birthday Peruna. You guys, they literally had like 2 giant ponies made out of balloons. Like I'm like short, like big tall ones, like
They got money.
6'3".
They got money. They have that balloon budget.
They got the balloon budget, but they don't want to help anyone else out. Oh, and also they paint their grass green.
Right.
That's where my tuition is going, huh?
Right.
To that green fake grass.
They do that in movies. Fun fact. I learned that in my film class. Like, especially because there's a movie called The Adventures of Robin Hood, which was like one of the first movies that were like in Technicolor. Because the first one was Snow White, but the colors are like really muted. And if you look at The Adventures of Robin Hood, it's like super vibrant, and they were basically like, fuck that, we want this to be like super bright and colorful. And they filmed this like in the dead of winter. So they painted the grass and stuff like green so that it would look vibrant.
Yeah, but literally before any sort of game day, before the year started, they would paint the shit out of the grass. And it's every single week they're putting in new flowers.
Yeah.
It's nonstop how much effort they put in to make sure that university looks gorgeous, because it is.
It does.
It's so freaking pretty.
Yeah.
I'm so lucky I went there. You guys, because
Yeah.
when I went to go visit the university with my mom and my sister, they were like, oh my god, it's so nice.
It is really nice.
Like, it's so pretty, like Victorian style looking.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a couple new buildings, but my sister went to A&M, so that's like Chop Cheese Central over there. There's like some pretty buildings, but SMU beats it out of the water.
Yeah, architecture-wise, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I honestly, yeah, I do like SMU a lot more than A&M. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
Well.
the times I've been at A&M were like, for FSA.
We were literally just talking about, because she's going to Austin on Monday,
Yeah,
and
And-
FSA has like this like dance thing.
good for all. Yes, if you know, you know.
Yeah.
It's like this not year long, it's like this yearly competition where all of the FSAs in all of the Texas area, so A&M, SMU, UT, all of that will come and compete. And this year it's being hosted at UT, University of Texas in Austin. And so they're in Austin, and my outing, which is like, it's kind of like a little instead.
Sorry, I'm going with my teeth.
Yeah, so like the way that FSA is structured, if you don't know, like within your chapter is basically like a sorority / frat. Like you have bigs and littles. So last year I was a big, and I had like essentially like 100 littles. And one of my littles like was like, oh, like, am I gonna see you in Austin this weekend? And I was like, no. Because I was like,
fuck no.
the times like the day I'm going to Austin is the day that everyone I think comes back.
Mm-hmm.
So I won't have to worry about that.
Yeah.
Not worry, but it's like, I don't know,
You have to stress about it, like bumping into someone that you don't like. Ooh,
heavy.
that I said that. She don't fuck with someone, y'all. And she needs to say with her chest, watch. Once she graduates, blocked, unfollowed, fuck you.
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Yeah, I already started unfollowing some of them because I'm like, I don't give a fuck. Y'all don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm just moving on. Like, it's, yeah, so I'm glad I'm not gonna be there because I still have like 1 or 2 friends that are like in it, that are like officers. Yeah. And so like I kind of in a way keep up with it because they post about it.
Yeah.
But they don't like it either, so yeah. I can't even really romanticize it that much. And also all of my friends that were in FSA, they all graduated the year before me and the semester before me, before I became a big. So I didn't even get like I don't know, like the typical FSA experience where you're like with your friends and stuff, because I just had my littles, which is great for the time, but like, I just didn't see my friends like ever. Which is why when I met Camilla, it was like so nice, and because I was like,
I know what you're gonna say.
yeah, because I was really scared that like without FSA, I would have like no social life, like ever, because my whole social calendar was FSA. because it'd be like, oh, I know we're gonna have that beach party, and then I know we're gonna do this and this and this and this and this.
Yeah.
So I know I'm gonna have a social life, but because I chose not to do it again this year, I was like,
The fuck am I gonna do?
yeah. So over the summer, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna literally be lonely, and I'm not gonna have any friends, and I'm literally gonna be stuck in this like Asian fucking bubble, and just be like, I hate it. And ironically, like the first like in my training people, there's this guy Ethan that came up to me, Asian, and I was like, oh my god, am I just like never gonna like get out of it? Like, oh my god,
Anxiety, stop.
stop. And literally, so when I became friends with like Camilla and like other people at the museum, it was so nice because I was like, oh my god, I actually can make friends and I'm interesting outside of FSA and being a little, because or being like a big, because I feel like when you're in it, like it is that serious.
Yeah.
I feel like it just is. And like every small like inconvenience, it feels like the world's ending, like actually, because it low-key is, like in that org, like it low-key is.
Yeah.
And so when we became friends and Camilla wasn't like a fucking weirdo and like was actually like really cool,
Hey.
because I feel like a lot of people in FSA they have the same personality, they're just like in different fonts, and this it's a very specific personality, I feel, and I don't really vibe with that because
Yeah.
I don't rave, no hate, I'm sure it's really fun, but I don't really rave,
It's not your thing.
it's just not my thing, and I just
Yeah.
feel like I don't, like all of the interests that I had, I didn't ever really get to like embrace them until I met Camilla. And that's why like it meant so much to me, because I was like, oh my gosh, like she thinks I'm interesting, and like we're not talking about like FSA right now.
Yeah.
Well, also because like you weren't in it either, so it's like
Yeah.
and so and the friends I have made from FSA, like my actual friends, no hate to my littles, but like the actual friends I have made in FSA,
Yeah.
like love them down, like they're like my best friends, but they graduated the year before me, so they all like, of course I like become friends with like upperclassmen that like are leaving, and so and that's why our friendship meant a lot to me.
Yeah. I feel the same way because when I got at SMU, I didn't join like a lot of orgs or anything. My first semester, y'all, that first year, wasted it on a fucking boy. That's why. But
It happens.
But like I said, I'm very much like a people person, and
Yeah.
I hustle. This is where the story's going. I'm a hustler.
Yeah.
And before I even like left to SMU, I was already applying to jobs like on campus. Like
Yeah.
I think by like June, July, I was on fucking Handshake applying to any on-campus job at SMU. And I got to be one of the social media like managers for the university's like Instagram and TikTok and everything. So I got to create content. And my first week, like the weekend that I moved in, they do this like this thing for freshmen where they set up a whole bunch of events. You go to like the Rangers game, you go do a bunch of different crap.
Cute.
And literally as soon as I got there, moved in, next day I started like filming. And I got like, in that whole year was about social media, filming, editing. And I was so lucky because I became friends with this girl in my class who she was like living in my building. I didn't know. And she introduced me to a bunch of other people who also lived in my building, and I became like really close with them.
That's how it goes.
Yeah, so I got to make my friends like through like my building and my dorm, and they're awesome. Like they're really cool people, and I'm still friends with a lot of them today. But I didn't meet them through like an org. Like we just like lived in the same place, and we all like studied different things.
Yeah.
So that was like the good thing and the nice thing about it all. And then I came home, worked the summer, went back to SMU, and obviously like I joined the Daily Campus, the DC, in the spring, and that was like my first time joining an org because I had applied to work for the fashion magazine that SMU has, and they didn't want me because I applied for like event coordinator. I'm a high school student. I'm a college student. I'm applying to be a part of an org that should be open to college students. Why would I already know how to plan an event? Like, does it say party planner like on my forehead? They were like, you just don't have enough experience. Like, no shit, Sherlock. That's why I want to join so I can have an experience.
Yeah.
But that whole magazine, it's very like, it's like you got like, they're just like picky with who they want to pick.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of my friends were in it, and I'm really cool with them. But I was just like, fuck y'all. Like, no offense, but like, fuck y'all for real.
Yeah.
Because like, why wouldn't you want to open it to like any other girl, any other person, like any different major?
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like that's why I was like, okay, like I don't really like fuck with a lot of the fashion media people because they're really like picky. Like they don't want to like let you in the circle, and it's like, dude, we're all doing the same thing. Like, why wouldn't you want me in? Yeah. So anyways, didn't join the fashion magazine. That was totally fine. I was really bummed out, but I was like, whatever. Then I joined the DC. I was so happy.
Yeah.
I met some of my closest friends there. And that whole like group of people that I got to work with for the whole semester became like a family. I got to see them every Tuesday and Thursday, but we would go and like talk about what we were reporting on that week. But then it was like, okay, what else are we going to be talking about? Like, we got to go gossip, and we got to go play around. And it just never felt
it's
like...
not the same with FSA.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Like, we took it seriously. Like, when shit needed to get done for, like, print, like, that was, like, no joke. We had to, like, be there, like, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday for, like, I think 2 weekends in a row to, like, have everything good.
Mm-hmm.
But I obviously, like... Oh, the dogs are knocking at the door.
You had a friendship outside of it, though.
I had a friendship outside of it, which is, like, the good thing. Because I feel like a lot of people... You'll be friends with them, like, in an org.
Yeah, and they won't talk to you outside of it.
Yeah, and then like
it's seasonal because over the summer, then it's like crickets.
And then if
I'm
you
looking
like,
at
and then if you like decide to like leave the org, then they kind of like shun you in a way, and you're just like, bro, like, can I do my own thing?
Yeah.
And experience. But I have a lot of friends like outside of things. I met a lot of cool sorority girls too. I was never gonna join a sorority. I mean, look at me, like I just can't. I also think. I grew up with sisters. I know how girls are. I know how we are. My house felt like a sorority for like my whole life. Like I don't want to be around women.
Yeah.
No offense to sororities. I would have loved to have been a Pi Phi or like a Chi O. That I think they're cool.
I wanted to join a sorority.
Yeah, I told Kaitlyn. I was like, if you had gone. Oh, I told her this. I was like, if you had gone to SMU, you would have so joined a sorority.
I think I would have. I think because the UH ones. Those chapters, they're just smaller because UH doesn't have like a big Greek life, but I know SMU does. And my friend Leah that goes to Chapman in California, they have a really big like Greek life. And so when I got to visit Camilla and also like my other friends, like I'm like, if I went to these schools, I would 100% be in these sororities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And some of the sorority girls and guys, they're like pretty cool and chill. Like, well, girls mainly. I had and I knew of like a bunch of different girls, because same thing, Journey, my roommate from last year, she studied abroad over the summer in France, and she met like some girls who were in sororities, and she's like, yeah, she was, whenever we would go out to home bar on Thursdays, that's like an SMU thing, she would see them and they would be saying hi and they would say hi to me, and I'm like, okay, I fuck with y'all.
Yeah.
So shout out the sorority girls, shout out the nice ones, because y'all really make it worthwhile. If I would have joined a sorority like with cool people, then yeah, I think if I would have gone like up north where like sororities are more like chill and tamed, maybe.
Yeah.
Because I feel like southern sororities, like they're just like really intense, and
yeah.
And I wasn't about it. Like, I'm sorry, but I don't want to pay a bunch of money to like make friends. Like, I got a big mouth already.
Okay, everyone says that, and like I even said that like my freshman year. But then you like low-key go to some events and you like meet some people and you're like, interesting, because it's like low-key like appealing and you kind of get it. And also like networking wise, I see it.
If I had the money, maybe I should just shut up. If I had the money, like
literally, no. And the merch is low-key cute. Not even low-key, it is cute. I don't know about the ones in Texas, but at least for, like, Leah's school, their Chi O merch is so freaking cute. And I was like, I want to buy this, but I'm not a Chi O. Like, I'm not in the sorority. Yeah. I'm not a sister. And I thought about joining, but I think I was a junior by then. And I was like, I don't even want to. I feel, like, old, and I don't want to do that. And also because I would be rushing with a bunch of, like, freshman girls, and I don't want to do that. But also what's kind of crazy is a lot of girls from FSA, that start in FSA, they always go to like the Asian sororities.
Oh.
And I think like the FSA to like Asian sorority pipeline is kind of crazy at UH at least, because I know like a lot of my littles that ended up switching and going and being rushing sororities. And I was like, oh my god, I didn't even know you like want to do that. Because when I met you, you're like quiet, and maybe they're with their people now. They feel more like, I don't know, a kinship, I guess.
Yeah.
But it's kind of crazy to me.
Yeah, it probably would have been great for networking. Like, these girls and guys, they're out there doing a bunch of stuff, and I'm like, damn, like...
I just need you especially, because
yeah,
that's a really good...
I feel like, also, like, besides the money, I feel like if you have a great personality and you're a go-getter and you're in a sorority, like, that'll also take you, like, a long way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because you can have all the money in the world, but if you're lazy... if you're unmotivated, like, dude, you're just gonna be a loser. Like, go up and do something for yourself. Do something you love.
Yeah,
you know?
Actually.
And I feel like this is where our podcast is turning, because we're right now, obviously, like you just said, you're good news, but we're both, like, figuring out our lives.
Yeah.
Like, I got into grad school at Syracuse. The most stressed that I've been. It's been, like, I think 8 or 9 months of me, like, being like, what the fuck am I doing?
Yeah.
Because we're going to do a quick synopsis of why I applied. Last spring, I was taking, what the fuck was I taking? Like, an advertising class or something. And I was super stressed out because my grade was bad.
Yeah.
And I was like, I know I understand it. I don't know what's going on. And so I went to go speak to the head of journalism at SMU because she and I got very close. Like, my friend Lulu and I would always go to her office after our newspaper meetings. And I think I went to her randomly one day and I was like, Nana, like, that's what I call her too, Nana.
Is it the woman I met?
Yeah.
Love her. Yeah, she's awesome.
Best. I was like, Nana, like, I am so stressed out. Like, this and that. And she was like, have you thought about grad school? And I was like, no. I was like, I don't want to go to school. I want to have a job. And she was like, well, like, there's like this really good program at Syracuse. I feel like you should apply for it and do it. She's like, just think about it. And I was like, I don't know. Like, I just really want to have a job. Like, once I'm done, like, I don't want to, like, do more school. And over the summer, at the end of that semester, I was like, okay, I'm going to apply. Like, it's not going to kill me. Like, let's just do it. So over the summer, I kept in contact with her. And then when I got back to SMU, started the application. I immediately started it. And I did not turn it in until like 2.5 weeks before it was due. Because, guys, I was stressed out. Like, Kaitlyn can attest to this. I would text her and I would be in the library and I'm like, oh my God, like, I'm writing it. Because I was writing my personal statement and my fellowship essay. And the dogs are scratching. And I was like, in my head, before I applied, I was like, I'm not gonna do it. Like, they're not gonna accept me because I'm not smart enough, or I'm not this, or I'm not that. I always doubt myself. I've doubted myself academically since I can remember, since like elementary school, because one of my sister, who's like 26, has always been the smart one. So I never viewed myself as the smart one. I was like, ain't no way they're gonna want me. Like, it's Syracuse, like, and Newhouse, the school that I applied to, the program that I applied to, it's like really competitive and like really, really good.
Yeah.
And then I started working on my essay, my fellowship, and I was like, the fuck am I doing? Like, they're not gonna want me at all. And I turned it in, got in. I got in, literally. You guys, I had to write 2 essays, and then when you're turning the application in for a new house, you also have to do like a video interview. They give you 5 questions that you have to, like, 3 of them you talk about it like in the video, like they record you and it submits automatically, and then the other 2 you write them out, same thing, it submits automatically. And I was stressed out because I told Kaitlyn this. I was like, yo, like, I finished the last question, but I didn't put a period. Like, I was like mid-sentence. But I got in. I was asleep. I was literally asleep. It was like midnight. And I woke up. And I don't know why I looked at my phone. I probably would never look at my phone, but I looked at it. and it said congratulations, and I was like, what the fuck, like what the fuck.
Yeah.
And then, well, my grandpa
Yeah.
died that same day, so it was like it was a long day.
It was an awkward
Day.
time.
Yes, but then I got an email from one of the professors, from the director of the program, because she is friends with Nana. Because this is why I applied. Because Nana, we used to work at at Syracuse. She used to run the program that I applied to, and so she's friends with the new like director, I guess, like the new professor that's in charge. And she was like, just like do it. And I talked to the current director, and we'd spoken a lot. And then she emailed me personally, and I was like, this means a lot.
Yeah.
Like this means like a lot for me. I didn't end up getting the fellowship, which is okay. I think it was a blessing in disguise, because I would have stayed for like another semester and done like more hard news reporting, and I probably would have hated it. And when I went back to Dallas back in February,
Yeah.
I had like brunch with Nana, and she was like, I'm so glad you didn't get it either, because I feel like you would have like not enjoyed it at all.
Yeah.
But that long ass story. I got in, whatever. And right now I'm kind of like just like stressed out. I haven't
Yeah.
applied. I haven't accepted my spot yet. I don't even know what I'm scared about. On my drive back home from my haircut,
Yeah.
I like yelled in the car, and I was like, I'm going to grad school. Like, I need to stop being scared and doubting
Yeah.
myself.
Yeah.
Because that too, guys, like I've doubted myself so much when it comes to like academics.
Yeah.
But I've always, like, the professors, teachers, everyone that I've had, I'm so lucky that I've gone to like small schools, like since
Yeah.
elementary school, that all of my teachers know me, and I've bonded with a lot of them, and they know what good of a student I am, even when I thought I wasn't. So I feel like their encouragement is what like pushed me a lot too, because whenever I hear like a professor or like an adult like talking about how well of a student I am, or well of a person, or how good my work is, I'm like, you fucking liars. Like, you're lying. Like when Kaitlyn said she liked my news article, I was like, she's just fucking lying. Like, she's just my friend. Like, yeah. So right now I'm like, do I accept it? Do I accept it and go and take a chance and do something that I probably never in a million years thought I was going to get to do?
Yeah.
Or do I stay home, continue working at my job, stress out about my life, like probably like get like a mediocre marketing job here in Houston, and figure out another way to like get to New York or California or Europe or wherever I like end up in. But I feel like I'm gonna accept it.
Yeah.
I haven't accepted yet because my deposit is $500. Like, let me get a paycheck.
Yeah.
And like taking out a loan, because that's what I'm gonna end up doing to pay. Like, that doesn't scare me. That does not scare me at all. I think it's more so taking that risk and going, and just like putting myself out there, because grad school, my program's a year.
Yeah.
And within that year, I have to like work my ass off, and I want to have a job by the end of it. Like, I want to be successful. Like, I want to like stay in New York or move to California or move somewhere that's going to give me a good job that I'm going to enjoy. But the reason why I feel like I would also be accepting my grad school, and this is what I was thinking about on my way to get my hair cut. I always talk about how I want to be a better editor and be a better this, be a better writer.
Yeah.
And
You'll
it's
literally
like,
be around people that are like
exactly
gonna do that for you.
Exactly. And I was like, this is a year to get better at it. So
Yeah.
why wouldn't I do it? If I stay home and I do it here,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do a half-assed job. So like,
Yeah.
why wouldn't I go somewhere that's gonna push me to my limit?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah. And it's a good program.
it's a really good program, and it's only a year. Usually
only
grad
a year.
programs are like two
Mm-hmm.
and a half years. My friend right now, he's doing his at American in DC, and it's like 2.5 years, I think.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna go. I don't know why the fuck I'm being scared about it. I just need to take the chance on myself and like not be worried about it. Because
Yeah.
the thing I also feel like, when I got into SMU and I told people that I was gonna go, they were like, "Oh my gosh, you're going!" And what like killed me to my core was the cost of it.
Yeah.
Like, my mom's a single mom. Like, I'm like, how am I gonna put her through this? Because she paid for it, and I'm so lucky I'm very lucky that she did. But literally before I even accepted SMU, I was like crying in tears because I was
Yeah.
like, how am I gonna do this? Like, this is so much money, this and that.
Yeah.
And she was like, we're gonna figure it out, because I also got into U of H and they gave me like basically a full ride. But I was like, I don't want to stay here. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to be in Houston. I don't want to have my like undergrad here. Like, I want to get out. And I left, and it was like the best thing that I ever did. And I feel like right now that I'm home, that I'm like having like this like break of like not worrying about certain things.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is my break. Like, this is where my mind can rest, where my body can rest before I go out there and like I work hard again and continue working hard.
Yeah.
But work hard to like better myself.
Yeah.
Because I feel like once my program is done, like once the year is over, once I get my job, it's like, okay, now I'm an adult. Now I can work and, you know, push my career, and I don't have to stay in a single space. Like, I know I can move up in whatever aspects I'm in. So I think I just need to stop being a baby, stop being a chicken. I feel like that's what I'm just doing. I'm just being a chicken.
I think it's valid though. I think
It's like scary. Yeah.
it is really scary because you're moving states now. Because you're not just moving like 4 hours north. You're moving like states, time zones.
Yeah.
So I think that's also really scary, like logistically as well.
Yeah.
But I do think you should take it, obviously.
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
But
you have to pay for it, that's why.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah.
I'm excited for you though.
Yeah.
I'm really excited.
My friends, my middle school best friends, when I told them that I got in, they were like, "You're leaving us again."
Again.
And it's like, it broke my heart because I like left SMU for 2.5 years, and I was here for breaks and whatnot. But it's also like, we're in our 20s. Like, this is about like, this is the time to like take that risk. Because when I'm 30 and, you know, hopefully coupled up with someone, like, I want to like be living my life, traveling the world, enjoying everything, not worrying about, should I have done this, should I not have done this. I'm like, you guys, I'd be the first in my family to like get a master's. Like, no one in my family.
Wow.
I'd be the first one. My sister, who's in law school, will be our first lawyer. Like, why shouldn't I do it?
Yeah. Anthony Bourdain literally has this quote where he's like, if I could give any advice to anyone out there, it's to travel. Like, travel the world. Yeah, and I think about how, like, we both have, like, immigrant parents. And I think sometimes I also felt the same way about, like, possibly leaving. My parents don't know that I might be leaving. But
Mr. and Mrs. Lee, y'all heard that?
But, like, neither does my siblings. But literally, like, the thought about that kind of makes me feel like, oh my god, I don't want to be leaving. But I think I have this friend, Christine, and she was like, your parents like worked this hard for you to have that life, so like why wouldn't you like take it and do it? And so yes, I think you should take it.
And I've been like talking to my mom a lot about it because I mean, this past week I had my period, and I was like low-key going through like a lot of breakdowns.
Yeah.
And she was like, you know, if you end up going, if you don't, like, you know, you're successful. Like, you've done a lot more than some of your family members can say. So like, don't doubt yourself.
Yeah.
And like, ooh, let's not cry. Ooh, let's not cry. Let's not cry right now. But I feel like I want to take that risk, and I want to go. Like, why? Like, yeah. Like, our parents worked so hard. Both of our parents. My parents immigrated from Mexico. Her parents immigrated from China. And my mom's a single mom. She, like, raised 4 girls by herself. So it's like, why shouldn't I take advantage of the opportunity? I think it's also, like, imposter syndrome.
A little bit, probably.
Because I'm like, like, why would they want me? Like, you know. And my program is so small. It's, like, 12 to 20 people.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to be, like, really tight.
I know your ass is going to be, like, talking to all of them, though.
I'm like, they better not hate me. Like, guys, like, this isn't, like, a facade. Like,
no.
I just like talking a lot.
I'm, like, they're going to love you.
I hope so. Yeah.
It's exciting, though. Yeah. I get it, though.
Yeah. It's just, it's a lot to, like I said, this is why I created this podcast, because when you're in your 20s and you're trying to figure out if you want to go to grad school or go to California, like, after you do your marketing, like, interview, like, it's just a lot to, like, juggle with.
Yeah.
And you're just trying to figure your life out because you see everyone figuring out their lives. And I feel like that puts so much pressure on yourself, and you can, like, have, like, really bad depression and anxiety and, like, mental breakdowns. Like, shit, I've been having them. And I've only been out of school for, like, 2.5 months.
Yeah.
I need to I need to calm down. I've had really bad nerves, I would say,
Mm-hmm.
especially when I got into high school. And I don't think I ever
Mm-hmm.
told you this, but I would always like cry about my grades to my sister. Like if I had a B, oh boy, B for balling. Like I was bawling my eyes out, and she would be like, "Dude, like chill the fuck
Chill.
out. Like it's just a B. Like you're gonna graduate." And I'm like, "What if I know? Like what if they like
Yeah.
hold me back?" And I feel like that anxiety is like coming up again. And I haven't had it since like high school, since like junior or sophomore year,
Me too.
where I'm just like these like nerves eat me up, and I just
Yeah.
need to stop.
I
Yeah.
literally the same thing. I haven't had like I was diagnosed with social anxiety when I was like in the beginning of high school, I think, or middle school, and then I got diagnosed with depression in high school. And like when college started, all of that kind of dissipated and was kind of like kept at bay. But I do think that now that like I'm approaching post grad,
Yeah.
I'm on meds now. And I go to therapy. So
Shout out her
everything's-
doctor.
Thank you to
You
my
put her on that
psychiatrist.
medication.
Thank
Hey.
you. That Prozac. Thank
Hey.
you. 20 milligrams. And but yeah, I do think like just like my baseline is just like more nervous now.
Yeah.
And I do think it's just like the transition period. Not to like undermine our feelings, but I do think it is partially because we're transitioning into like
The
a new like stage
chapter
of
in
our life.
lives. Yeah.
And so I feel like it'll probably just be really nerve-wracking.
Mm-hmm.
But I do think that like once you start going to school and doing your classes and like just go, I think your mind will kind of have like it'll be more exciting than nervous,
Yeah.
I think.
I think so too.
Because this interview, I'm more excited than nervous.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm really excited.
Yeah. I don't feel like I'm even nervous to go to grad school. I'm not. Like I don't think I would be. I think I would be like tired and like worked, but that's like the point of it. Like it's the point of anything.
Yeah.
It's just like getting there. Fuck, I have to buy a plane flight. Like, damn.
One way.
I'm not coming home for Thanksgiving or Christmas. Like, I better come visit me. But no, what I was gonna say, I was like, dude, like, can you imagine like us from the summer, like to now? Because whenever we would talk about things, and whenever she would text me, she's like, the way you speak about life, the way you speak about
Yeah.
things, it's like you put me at ease.
Yeah.
And I was like, really?
Yeah, because I think over the summer, like being around you and Isabella and like Ollie especially, like I think being around A, women, and B, like POC women. Well, Isabella's POC in her
Jay
heart.
said, hey, she knows Chinese. She knows Mandarin. She knows Mandarin.
Well,
She's minoring it at UT.
Yes, but she's an ally. She's an ally. Trust. But literally, like being around such strong women who are also like going to college and have like similar like ambitions as me was really special, I think. And it was something I couldn't really find in FSA because a lot of people in FSA are doing like very STEM-based jobs like finance or
Yeah.
like nursing or things like that. So I just never had that in common with them. And so when like over the summer, like I would literally like the assurance that you and Ollie and Isabel, like the way that you guys like believed in me made me believe in myself over the summer. And then they all left me because they all had to go back to school. And that's why and I was at that fuck ass job for like a month. And I didn't
Yeah.
even like it. It was a part-time job.
Yeah.
So I just didn't like it. And because
Yeah.
I only liked it because of them. And then I wanted to leave when they left. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I've always been like I said, like I've always been like a go-getter. I love to work. I'm not lazy. I don't like to be like, I do like to be in my bed, but I like to have like a purpose. Like I'm doing something like
Me too.
like not just for myself, like and sharpening my skills, but like helping like
Yeah.
wherever I'm at, whatever environment I'm in. That's why before I left to SMU, like that's why I was like applying to jobs more so to also like make money on the side. But I'm so lucky and fortunate that I like did their social media. I worked for the engineering school and did their social media. Like that was a whole other thing. I
Yeah.
became a Sunday school teacher, you guys. Like the fuck was I doing taking care of 2 and 3 year olds and teaching them about God? Like
Yeah.
every single
Hey,
Sunday.
shout out.
Shout out. Shout out HPUMC. But I just feel like now where I'm at, I'm very proud of myself.
Yeah.
I need to pat myself on the back because I've worked very hard. And I was like thinking about this on my drive home. I feel like whenever I see other people posting about their post-grad lives or what they're doing now,
Yeah.
I feel like I haven't done enough. But then it's also like people are doing different things than me. Like not everyone wants to like work in entertainment or
No.
beauty or fashion. Like people want to go into like oil and gas and energy. Like that's so fucking boring.
Yeah, people are getting AI jobs,
Like what the fuck?
which I my person
Shades.
I hate AI. I don't like AI. I think it's really
Oh, I'll
really
tell you something
bad.
right now. What happened at work this week?
And literally like it makes me so like annoyed. I hate it so
Yeah.
much. And um what's it called? Yeah, like a bunch of AI jobs offer so much like money. Like so much money. Like salaries that are like crazy. But it's
Mhm.
like for a fucking company that's like literally destroying the earth and like it's terrible and I hate it so much. I don't like
Yeah.
AI. We don't fuck with AI here.
Yeah. But like I was saying, like I just feel like whenever I think about other people doing things, I'm like, oh, that's because they've done this, this, and that. But then I also my program at SMU doesn't get a lot of like it doesn't have a lot of its like moments. Like for my school, I feel like for a lot of universities across the US, like when it comes to like the business school, like that is like the one thing that like gets all like the money and the recognition. But like the arts, journalism, dance, theater, like our dance and theater program are really really great. But when it comes to like journalism and fashion media, like Caitlin saw the department. It's so small.
It is,
It's
yeah.
just like a U shape. Like it's literally like so small, and I feel like when I was at like when I was at SMU, like we weren't given enough to really like prosper. I feel like that's why also like I would want to go to grad school to take advantage of the things that they could offer me of like bigger, nicer studios when it comes to reporting or podcasting or anything. But I feel like they need to like pour money into that department because it's so important to have student journalists. It's so important to
Yeah.
have journalists. And I was lucky enough that I was a part of the first group of people last spring to go to New York City on a benchmark trip.
Yeah.
And you guys, like, if you would have told me this when I started at SMU that I was going to be going to New York, oh my God, it's going to make me cry. Because we, like, hear about it and talk about it in class. And, going to such a big PWI, like, you
Yeah.
don't expect yourself to go somewhere like as big as New York. If you've gone to New York, good for you. But if you've never gone before, and you study fashion, journalism, you entertainment, all of that, when you get to go and you get to meet people, it's so amazing because it's not a joke. Like these people are day in day out like working really really hard, and I was so lucky to go to that city and to meet a bunch of people from People Magazine and Harper's Bazaar and Daldash Meredith, and it was such a great networking thing that's like one thing that I'm so lucky that they have done, that they've like started this, because they just went this past January with the new group of people, and it just motivated me more when I went, because we went to like these like two nice like apartments or condos or whatever you want, penthouses, whatever you want to call it, and I was like, shit, like people get to live like this
Yeah.
on the daily. Like we went to this little soiree thing, and the penthouse that we were in literally like looked out into the Hudson River, and I could see the Statue of Liberty, and I was like, what the fuck? Like what is going on here? Like how am I living this life? Like how was I one of the lucky ones to get chosen? Because I had to apply for it and then get selected and then go. But everything was paid for besides the subway, which I totally rocked. I love the subway. I love public transportation. But literally like yeah, I for all the girls at SMU, for anyone who's studying fashion or journalism, who's a POC, who's Mexican, who's Asian, who's black, who's what else? Who's like anything, like go out and like work hard and take advantage of every single opportunity that's given to you. Who gives a fuck what the next person thinks, like, or that you don't feel like qualified enough. I didn't expect myself to like get the little spot that I did, but I did, and I went and I talked to people and I got connected with someone from People Magazine, and her and I like were really cool. Just talked to her a couple of days ago because she was the one telling me like, is grad school something that you really want to do? Think about it. Like just know it in your heart. Don't listen to anyone else. And so yeah, don't don't let anyone, any school, any person, any industry, anyone tell you that you can't do something when you know you can. And do it for the little girl that you were once. Because if I saw 4 year old me right now, oh fuck, I'm gonna cry. Like, she would not believe her life, I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
I think that's good though.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think, I feel like I think women especially doubt themselves a lot more than men.
Yeah.
And I think there was something I saw online where guys, when they apply to jobs that they like aren't qualified for, they just have the audacity. And I feel like a lot of women are like, but I haven't done like XYZ yet. I haven't done that. My grades aren't the best. My work isn't the best. But I do think like, especially going to like a PWI, I think when you're around people that have that mindset of like, well, I'm just going to get it because I'm going to get it. It kind of like transfers on to you in a way. Because you're like, yeah, actually, I can. And if Jack over there, who has like zero qualifications, thinks that he can get it, hey, maybe I can get it, you know?
Yeah.
And I think the piece of advice that I saw on TikTok that kind of like stuck with me is like, just say yes and figure it out later.
Mm-hmm.
And like, if this internship or a job or this offer from California like goes through, like I'm just gonna say yes and then figure it out
Yeah.
later. Um, yeah,
Because we're so young. Like, we're 22.
yeah,
Well, you're about to be 22, like, in a week and a half.
in
Two
like
weeks.
2 days.
Oh. I'm a horrible friend. I'm sorry,
That's
guys.
okay.
This week at work, I was telling her, and then she was talking to me about how she still has to do a quiz. And I was like,
Yeah,
oh, do you want to do your quiz first? And she was like, I didn't finish the movie. I was
yeah.
like, I'm sorry, like, my brain.
No.
But I feel like how we were saying earlier, how I was saying earlier, I feel like right now that we're 22, we want our lives already figured out. But
Yeah.
it's like we have so much time. Like no one's putting a gun to our head and telling us like go get a job. Like
Well,
we're ourselves. We
yeah.
are. But take it slow, take it day by day. Things are gonna fall in the way that they're supposed to fall. Like I feel everything has happened for a reason. Like there's a reason why I stayed home. There's a reason why went to community college. There was a reason why I applied to SMU and another reason why I went. There's a reason why I met my friends and joined the newspaper and then applied to grad school. And everything has fallen from point A to Z. Because shit, like, if if so many things wouldn't have happened, maybe we wouldn't have even met.
Yeah.
If I would have left my first year of undergrad because I wanted to go to school in Hawaii, if I would have left that summer, I probably wouldn't have started like working at the museum at some point. And it's
Yeah.
just like everything has happened for a reason, and you really just have to like not not that you don't have to like think about it, but and I think this is like advice that I'm also giving myself, but just like enjoy your life.
Mhm.
Shit's always gonna happen.
Yeah.
Shit's always gonna happen. Like when they're gonna be like, oh, she wants to sound so like deep and like inspirational, but no, you guys, like shit's always gonna happen, and things are gonna work out the way that they're supposed to work out. And
Yeah.
Kaitlyn's not that big of a person of like faith.
Oh.
She doesn't believe in God, and that's okay.
Sorry.
That's okay. And but like I do, and I feel like we've like talked about it. And I was like, I just like have so much faith that things are gonna work out, and it's because I know that I'm not. No offense to anyone, but I'm not friends with people that aren't motivated. I'm
Yeah.
not friends with lazy people.
Mhm.
Like I feel like if I was like friends with people that were doing nothing with their lives, staying home, like just doing being bums, I think that would also have an effect on me and like my mentality and being like, okay, like I don't have to do a lot then. But it's like all of my friends are doing something. Like they're either in school or working and like traveling the world, and having a good group of friends, guys or girls, who are motivated, who are scared about the world but are doing it anyways, like that is so good too. Because it's always like we're always encouraging each other, and I always like encourage Kaitlyn, and she does the same thing to me. I think that's
Yeah.
why our friendship works so well. Because if it was just like a one sided friendship where one
Yeah.
person was like doing it all, and the other person is like feeling sorry for themselves, that's the worst friendship you could ever fucking have.
Yeah. Yeah. No notes.
Oh,
That was great.
yeah, but I mean that's it for like life right now. But yeah,
Mhm.
I think I am appreciating everything more because we're not dealing with men either. Should we get into that? Should we get into fucking that? Since the summer, you guys, shit. Oh my god.
Hey.
You don't have to get into your thing.
I mean, it's whatever.
My thing isn't. Let me not, because I literally like, broke down about it like a week ago. But I think us also just like not having we've never had boyfriends, so I've never had a boyfriend. Like, I also feel like if I dated a guy right now, it had to be someone that's like motivated, educated,
Yeah.
I just can't date a fucking loser. No offense to the
No.
men.
Well,
Yeah.
I agree. I was talking to my friend about this because, and I was just saying that I'm just really glad that, because this guy that I was seeing like a couple months ago or whatever, I don't know if it's just because like the timing of like I was about to graduate and like he wasn't going to be graduating the same time as me, and that I don't know if that's why we were having so many conversations about like the future and like if we like if I moved, what we were gonna do, whatever. And I remember like I am not the type where I would have like dropped everything for him and like stayed in Houston for him, but I do know some people that like did or like have where they have to like consider like someone else because they see this future with them and like want to do that. And I was talking to my friend about it, and I'm really glad that now that I'm approaching like graduation and like this job and stuff, it's like if I got this offer, the only thing I realistically am going to be like considering is just like the money, but even then like I know that'll figure itself out. And so I don't even like, I'm just really glad I don't have to take into consideration like someone else anymore, because I did for a little bit.
And I feel when we started working, we were both like, she was talking to this guy, I was talking to, who here in Houston. And I think the one thing that, like, put me off with that guy from Houston, he and I were talking about school, because he's also, like, 20. The 20-year epidemic is what got us this year.
Oh, he's not.
We're grown women.
He's 19.
He's 20.
No. 19. Hey, no, we're cut that out. Cut that out.
I'll bleep it out. Cut that out. Mine was at least 20. Well, he turned 20 over the summer. But I remember we were talking one day about school, and he was like, yeah, I just don't like school. Like, I'm so like, unmotivated to go. And it turned me off. I was like, ew. Like, you were
yuck.
Like, you're gorgeous. Like, you're gorgeous. Like, Kayla can attest. But, like, you don't want to be educated. And also, he was like, yeah, I want to stay in Houston. No. I love Houston. I love my home. I know I can always come back to it, but I need to get out of it for a long time and, like, go experience the world. But I had fuck. This last semester at school, I didn't want to get into anything with anyone. I wasn't trying to.
We talked about that in the summer too.
I literally told her, I was like, yeah, like I want to enjoy it. It's my last semester. And then I had a class and I met someone and it didn't work out. It didn't work out, and I was not even looking for anything with him, but I met him and we became friends, and I was so ready to, like, I had liked people before at SMU, like how I said my first year, I was like so into this guy, but I got over that really quickly after the year ended because that shit was just a shit show.
Yeah.
Like it was it,
Raps.
yeah, it just was like already ending by December, but we were still friends and I was hanging out with him and it was just like a whole thing. Doesn't matter. But with this guy that I met this my last semester, I was just like, being friendly. Like we literally started talking because I asked him about himself and we got to talking and became friends. And I had talked to my other friend who was at school with me and I was like, yeah, like we're just friends, this and that. And I would bring him up like randomly and she was like, no, like you like him. And then whenever I would talk to her or to like Kaitlyn or to anyone else, they're like, y'all like each other. Like he likes you.
Yeah.
And I was like, don't say that. Please don't say that. Because he was also like 20. Like, yeah, I was really,
Yeah.
But what I liked about him a lot was that he was also like a very motivated person. And I was like, that's the type of guy I want to be with. Like someone who's motivated, who's not lazy, who's doing something for himself,
Yeah.
who like has hobbies and, talks about them to me, even though like I probably like don't even know what he's talking about. But I'm like, okay, like,
Yeah.
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 But it didn't work out. And I have been so heartbroken. Like I've never had my heart broken so badly before. You guys, we didn't even date. Like we didn't even date. We went on one date. Well, not even a date. We went on one dinner. Well, not to dinner. He paid for it, obviously.
Thank you.
Thank you. But nothing came out of it. And I also like see it now as like he was 20. And I told Kaitlyn this. I was like, he's 20. He has like 2 years of college left to figure out. Like I know when I was 20, I didn't know what I was doing. I know I wasn't ready for a relationship.
Yeah.
I was probably just wanting to have fun. Actually, no. When I was 20, I was into that guy for the whole year.
Well,
and I didn't date him, and like thank God.
well,
But
yeah.
it was just like as a girl when you're in college and you've never dated before, you've never had a boyfriend. I've had my first kisses, had a few of them.
Hey.
It's hard because I've always wanted to be in a relationship. I've never had a boyfriend.
Yeah.
And it's not because I'm not ugly. I'm gorgeous. I'm smart. I'm funny. I'm kind. I just think it's not the right time for me to be with anyone. Like if God and the universe wanted it, like it would have happened like a long time ago.
Yeah.
But it just hasn't happened. And literally like when this, you want to face me because I feel like you're like sitting on. I feel like when this whole thing happened with the current guy, I was like, this is gonna go somewhere. Like I see it,
yeah.
But I also feel like I was putting a lot
too.
of. Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I was rooting for it. Oh, so imagine my reaction
when everything just
when
went
shit kind of hit the fan.
Yeah, but it was like I feel like I put all of my eggs in the basket with him because of the fact that I just, like I said, I wasn't looking for anything, and then when I became his friend, I was like, oh shit, like I do like him. Like he's cool. He's kind to himself. He's kind to people. He's a family guy. Like he has a good relationship with his parents.
Yeah.
And then when we went out, dinner was great. Like, and that was great. And then I was kind of like, I knew that I was like falling into my spiral again because I was like, he's not texting me back. He's not like it's being weird.
It was inconsistent.
It was like starting to be inconsistent. And before I had told him that I liked him, I was like, I don't want this to be weird. Like I don't want you to change if I tell you that like I like you. And he was like, it's not. And I wanted so badly for it to work out and it just didn't. It's okay. I'm like working on it. I'm happy with being with myself and living life with my friends. I don't have to like worry about anything right now.
Yeah.
But myself. Like that's like the best part of it all. Like I get to be so self-absorbed and selfish and just like worry about myself and about my needs. But like he was one of the few people that knew that I was applying to grad school as well. And when I got in, I called all of my friends. I was calling everyone.
Which,
Telling
okay, mind you, when she called me because her grandpa had passed away, I thought it was a crisis. So I literally was picking up the phone like, "Oh my god, how are you? Are you okay?"
Yeah.
And you were like, "Oh, like, can you help me with something?" I was like, "Oh my god, yes!" In my head, I was like, "Yes, anything. Like, do I need to pick up something?" Like, oh, and I was literally like, I was ready. And you were like, "Okay, yeah, just give me 1 second." And she was like so serious on the phone. I was like, "Oh my god, I've never seen her like this." I was like, "Oh my god!"
The
Like,
most unserious person.
I was like, "Oh my gosh, oh my god," because I knew that it affected you. So I was like, "Oh my god, like what is happening?" And then you showed me your screen,
Yeah.
and it was like about that you got in, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh my god!" And I was like, "Wait, but oh my god, yay!"
Yeah. Dude, guys, that fucking week was a wreck. I was happy but sad. I couldn't process my feelings like perfectly.
Yeah,
Like yeah, if I talk about my grandpa, I might cry.
yeah,
Um, like we talked about earlier, like having like immigrant like family members, parents, grandparents, like who come to this country and they work so hard so that their children and grandchildren can have a good future and like it's finally like coming
to
coming true to
fruition.
fruition. Yeah, it's
Mm-hmm.
like it was crazy.
Yeah,
So I
told all your friends.
I told my friends and family the day. No, I told my friends the day after my grandpa had passed away because I was with my family
Yes.
and I just didn't want to. I made it about myself. I did at that. I was like, can I tell you good news? And I told my family, and they were really happy for me. And they were like, he would have been like very very happy for you. Like my both my grandma and my grandpa because my grandma also died the first year that I was at SMU, like that November.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but she was very happy, and he was very happy that I had like left to go on and study. That's all
Yeah.
my grandparents cared about, that I was like getting my education. But I told her that I got in. I was calling everyone, back to the story about where we're getting to,
Mm-hmm.
and I had called him.
Yeah.
He didn't pick up, and I was like, okay, because we had texted like the week that I had moved out from Dallas, and he didn't text me back for like a month and a half, and I was like, whatever, like okay, like, but
Yeah.
like the text messages weren't even like bad, like we were like on good terms, so I was like, okay, like if I call him, like we're cool, like it's not
Mm-hmm.
gonna be weird.
Yeah.
Didn't pick up. I was like, okay, fine.
Yeah.
And then the next morning, I texted him like a screenshot of like my acceptance letter, and I was like, hey, like this is why I called you last night. I just want to let you know.
Yeah.
Didn't didn't text me back.
And let's ask the audience how they feel about that. Right, exactly.
Exactly.
I just thought that was so fucked. Like, it was just
Yeah.
so fucked.
Yeah.
I think that's really rude.
Yeah. And then like the following week, sorry, the following week after my grandpa's funeral, I was like spiraling because I was like, I'm like sad, but I'm excited, and I'm over here thinking about this guy,
Yeah.
like so heartbroken about so many, like about him, and and I told myself, like, I can't be heartbroken about this guy anymore. Like I was like, I can't, like, I want to grieve my grandpa and like not have someone else on my mind. So I texted him and I was like, hey, listen, like I miss you a lot. You don't have to respond to this. Like I just, I don't know, I don't even remember what I said, but I just told him that I missed him and that I hope things were going well for him. I wasn't asking for him back or for anything. Like I was just like, I hope life is good, is treating you good. And then he texted me back like 45 minutes, an hour later, and he was like, I'm sorry, like I think when you called me, like I didn't have my phone, this and that. And I was like, dude, like you saw my text, you saw the calls, like you could have said something. And like people can be busy. We're busy all the time. My friends, everyone's busy. But you'll make the time to like respond back, even like for your friend that you
Yeah.
for your friend. We're friends, like whatever.
Yeah.
Um and I haven't spoken to him since. It's been a month.
Mm-hmm.
I had told him that I was going back to Dallas to go visit friends for like Valentine's Day weekend, and that's where he kind of was like, yeah, like we're friends, this and that, but like I think it's best if we don't see each other. And I was like,
I'm about to deck your shit.
like I thought we were friends. Like we can't hang out. Like can't get a coffee. Can't kiki. Can't talk.
oh my god. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I told Kaitlyn this. I'm like, he's not evil. He's not an
No.
evil guy. I think it's just like him being young, him taking advantage of college.
Yeah.
Like he's having fun,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna be mad about that. what I will say, and if he ever sees this one day, I will say that I feel
I
like
know about you. If you see this,
I
I know
feel
about
like
you.
you. Oh, yeah, I'm directing it towards you. Um, I feel like you only apologize and said certain things for your own conscience.
And clock it.
I
Yeah.
don't feel like at certain points you cared about my feelings.
There is a quote. Oh, I don't remember the movie. I'm sorry, but it was like it's an older movie, but she was like, I feel like you were apologizing. Oh, it's in Love Story, I think. She's like, you're apologizing only because you were, what's it called? You were requesting? What's the word? You were expecting forgiveness, not because
Yeah.
you were actually sorry.
Yeah. And I feel like whenever you did apologize for certain things, like it meant something, and I appreciated it. But I feel like when it was coming towards the end, like it was more so about like your own self, like your own mentality, and being like,
Yeah.
okay, I did
I
everything
ended it
right,
well.
I was nice,
Yeah.
but it's like, but no, I'm
Yeah.
just not gonna be a crazy girl and like be bitching and yelling it in your face. Like, I'm too grown for that. I'm not gonna throw it at you. But if you ever see this, like, hopefully you've forgiven yourself for treating for whatever. And I wish you nothing but the best. I truly do. If we ever talk again, hey, hey, because I told
Hey.
Kaitlyn, I was like, there's a big part of me that like wants him to come back,
Yeah.
and I would love to be with him, but I also know that
Mhm.
like if things were to like ever happen with him, I feel like he has to take accountability for like the emotional like spot that he put me in, because he doesn't know. I didn't tell him.
Yeah.
Like, I am such a big, we're both like big lover girls, like, and I would have done anything for him, you know? But I had also told him, I was like, I don't want to start something with you because I still want to get to know you. Um, but like a part of me, like, I feel like I was rushing it. I'm not gonna put all the blame on him. I felt like I was like rushing certain things too, where
Mhm.
I just needed to like chill out and like just like go with the flow ish. But it's also like I was finishing up school. He's still in school.
Yep.
Um, but yeah, I mean, he's a funny, sweet, nice guy, and whoever he ends up with, girl, just 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 be fun. Let him have fun. Like, he takes life very seriously, and he can be like really funny sometimes. So please, like, let him laugh. Like, I don't know what else I can't.
Crack a joke.
Yeah, crack a joke. Because I will say, like, yeah, I'm clocking your shit and telling you to like own. Like, I hope you realize what you like kind of like put me through emotionally. But I will say what he did that not a lot of guys will do is like he was very upfront and open with me and telling me like we both like each other, but I'm not in the spot right now to be in a relationship. And a lot of guys will drag you along,
Yeah.
and put you through the ringer
Yeah.
and call you up for like a booty call late at night.
Yeah.
And he didn't.
Yeah.
He was not about that. He was very much like, if we're going to be in a relationship, like, we're going to be in a
Mhm.
relationship. And I felt like that's why I was so excited too, because he was so much more serious than any other guy that I've talked to. And yeah, and it just didn't work out.
It happens.
It happens, and a part of me still wants you to like reach out to me, because I know I
Mm.
won't. Like,
Yeah.
and it's not because of my ego or anything. It's just because I've already put myself out there. And Caitlin knows I sent this. That's why I sent that text message to you like a while back, that I missed you and that I hope you're doing
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And it was more so because I just didn't want to like regret anything and not have anything out there. Like, the proof is in the pudding. Like, I told you
Mhm.
that I missed you, that I hope you're doing well,
Mhm.
and that I wanted to see you and hang out, and you didn't. And that's okay, because I
Yeah.
know that I did it with like good intention in my heart.
Yeah.
Um, but like I said, girls, guys, if you're dealing with someone that's like younger than you, that you really, really like, that like, shows maturity, but you know that they're just like probably not ready for a relationship, it's gonna suck. It's gonna really suck to end it with them.
It's a canon event, I think.
Fuck. I've already had enough.
I've had enough too.
Yeah.
But I think, yeah. Yeah.
I mean, Kaitlyn knew how excited I was.
Yeah.
Yeah. I feel like you saw me like happy. Like how I've never even asked you this. How was I when I was talking to him or like when I brought him up?
You're just really excited. Because it was the first time that I had, or this is both of the guys that we were seeing.
Mm-hmm.
It was the first time that either of us had been around each other when they were like crushing on someone or like talking to someone.
Yeah.
But you're just like really giddy.
Yeah.
And really excited.
Because there was like no pressure. There was no pressure. I mean, with yours, like you guys like knew each other for a while.
Yeah.
But with mine, it was like there was no pressure. We were friends. We were laughing it up. And I'm a big, bold girl. I was like, give me your phone. Let me give you my number.
Yeah.
I was like, in my head, I was like, once I give you my number, like, balls in your court, buddy.
Yeah.
But you know what he did? He texted me. Look where it ended up now. Look where we are now. Single and still having fun.
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like this is what I wanted to say in the first podcast too. Like, just like talking about it and him. I didn't want to make a whole thing about him. Like a whole episode. Like, I just wanted to be like a part of it.
Yeah.
And yeah, if you see this one day, hey.
Hey.
Kaitlyn's not happy with you.
Hey.
But I hope your life is going well. And I hope you know that I don't hold anything against you. And yeah, I mean, a big part of me like hopes and wishes that you come back. But if you don't, you don't. And I'm gonna go and be with someone that like loves me a lot. I think that's what I also like learned from him, and what I told Kaitlyn. I was like, I feel like what I experienced with him, not even experience, but what I saw within him as a guy and as a man, like, I want that in my future person. Like, I want someone who's motivated, who's educated, who has, like, hobbies and interests, and, like I said, who's kind to people. Because I've, like the few guys that I've talked to before him, I'm like, you guys are fucking, like, losers. And he was just, like, so different from the rest. And I was like, fuck, like, is this like too good to be true? Like, in my head, it was always like too good to be true. And I'm very superstitious, and I never spoke about him on my private story, right?
Yeah.
Like, I never posted it. None of my friends from back home knew about him.
Yeah.
None of them knew about him. Kaitlyn knew. Kaitlyn knew.
Yeah.
Because I was talking to her 24/7.
Yeah.
But like, I never posted about it because I was like, I just feel like if I post about it, it's going to be real and something's going to happen.
Yeah.
But things ended up happening either way. And it's okay. I've cried enough. I've dealt with it. And I'm moving on.
Yeah. I don't... There's no part of me that wants the guy that I was seeing back.
Yeah.
Personally.
Yeah.
I'm kind of... My birthday's in 2 days. Yay!
What, you think he's going to text you?
I'm kind of scared. I feel like... But I don't think so. Because he's a loser.
Oh.
Okay, maybe I'm a loser. But I know he's not going to see this, so I'm kind of like cutting it up anyway.
This
like
goes viral.
He sends it.
I'm a loser.
But like, I think, because we had talked about this before. I saw, like, when I look back at the whole, like, that time we were together and stuff, because our situations kind of overlapped, and so